This is the SML Today, and you are listening to the SML Podcast Network.
How are we doing, SML? This is Dmues here with your Better Late Than Never Week 6 recap. So I'm going to run through all the games from the Week 6 slate and keep everyone up to date on what's going on around the league. Our first matchup saw Spooky and the Seahawks take on the Bears, and Spooky walked away from this one with a big win, 35-14. Daniel Sears, second-year quarterback, former Brown, only threw one incomplete pass with 289 yards and 2 touchdowns. We saw Monty and the Bengals take a beating from QP, the reigning champs, and the Baltimore Ravens, 42-10. Joe Burrow struggled in this one, going 6 of 14 with 2 interceptions. And J.K. Dobbins for the Ravens, 3 touchdowns on the ground. The 49ers were able to pick up a 38-20 win over the Lions. Trey Lance, 18 for 21, 2 touchdowns, 295 yards. I see you, Tiny. Good efficient game from Trey Lance in this one. The Chargers and Meats pick up a 35-28 win over Knoll and the Packers, despite Justin Herbert throwing 3 interceptions with no touchdowns. Austin Eckler was able to pick up the slack on the ground, running for 130 yards and 3 scores. Dan took care of business against Faz, 28-9, and Faz off to a slow start here. I know he's on vacation, and now this loss to Dan. Really just a beatdown, unexpected, and what was expected to be the game of the week. It was Russell Wilson's first time showing up against Faz, but it was Javonte Williams who did a lot of the heavy lifting in this one. He had 94 yards on the ground with 3 rushing touchdowns. The Raiders, myself, fell to Colt and the Broncos, 41-35 in overtime. John Ross had a receiving touchdown, and Bradley Chubb 2 sacks and a forced fumble. Dump picked up a win over Field, 41-28. Tua was not asked to do much in this one, only 12 attempts, but 236 yards on 8 completions. And Miles Sanders, 4 touchdowns on the ground to go along with 186 yards. Doink and the Bucks beat Future and the Saints 56-7. Lopsided game, to say the least, in this one. Bucks quarterback was perfect in this one. 11 of 11, 243 yards and 5 touchdowns. 2 of those going to Mike Evans. Bomber defeated Coop 38-31. His rookie quarterback threw for 3 touchdowns and 277 yards in the air. Patrick Mahomes, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception in this one, but still not enough to take down Bomber. Prime and the Colts beat Double Rice No Bean 19-13 behind a good game from Jonathan Taylor, 138 yards on the ground and a touchdown. Robert Tonyan threw in 79 yards receiving as well. Grams and the Cowboys 28-3 over NYT and the Cardinals. Dak Prescott efficient in this one, 12 of 16 with 3 touchdowns, 2 of which went to Amari Cooper. Mike and the Dolphins 28-10 over KJ and the Jets. The Jets just weren't able to get anything going offensively in this one. Spence had no passing touchdowns. Copper had no rushing touchdowns. And Jalen Waddle for the Dolphins, 5 receptions, 70 yards, and a touchdown. The Washington football team, DW, able to beat Fig and the Patriots 26-9. Derek Carr, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, but overall not enough as the football team continues to roll. Antonio Gibson, 156 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. The Steelers pick up a 52-14 win over the Vikings. RD, I think this might be his biggest victory since returning to the SML. Najee Harris, 3 rushing touchdowns in this one. 10 rushes, 69 yards. Nice. That's your rundown here for Week 6. Week 7 closing up here, and we'll get the next episode of SML Today out to you. But Thank you for listening as always, and until next week.